Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good man, how are you?
Good. Are you frying something or is it raining?
I was making dinner, but
Oh. Did you want me to let you go?
no man, it's all good. It's all in the oven.
Oh.
I'm free.
Oh, it's one of those dinners. Oh, a nice dinner. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how are things in good old New Zealand?
At face value, they may seem okay. I'm not really sure what's going on in the country at the moment. There's a bit of a shift, regarding housing, currently in Wellington, now 9 regions of Wellington are now valued at over $1 million. And the quote-unquote experts say that we're going to have to expect it to rise. So that's interesting. I've been talking to a lot of students at the moment, and the minimum people are paying just for a rent for one room, not even a house, so just to rent a room, is like $345 a week.
345 pesos or $345?
Dollars a week, just for a room. So that will give you access to, so this is a room in a flat, you'll have a shared kitchen and things, your general sort of flatting situation. But that's just for the room. That's not including power, anything.
345 times 52 divided by 12. So they're paying $1,500 a month for a room.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to do the math in my head. Are you sure you guys don't use Mexican pesos there?
I wish we did.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sense of it, because if you throw power in, okay, and is food free in your country? Is that why?
No.
How much do you spend how much does a human being there on average spend a week on food? Like $80?
Like one person?
Yeah, $80
for a week?
Yeah.
For a week? Yeah, I could say $80. If you spend wisely, yes, $80 will get you through easily. Family of 4 though, you're looking at like $250.
Okay, but we're just focusing on the one room person, right? So we got $375 a week plus $80. Okay.
Power averages at about $20 a week.
Okay.
Roughly. Cool.
Okay. And then what else?
Travel. So to get the bus in Wellington now, it's more or less $10 a day if you're going there and back.
What is it? Is it like a 5-star champagne lift your feet up on the bus?
No, they just redid. So they've revamped the intercity, as it were, and they've put in all the electric buses. But there's been so many issues with them. We've got double-decker buses now. The bus drivers have been on strike like 4 times, I think, in the last 2 months.
Well, because they can't afford to buy food.
Well, and they can't afford to live in the city to drive the buses.
That's becoming a huge problem. You know what they did in Sydney to fix that problem?
What's that?
They actually built a condo tower that was off limits to foreign investors, and it was built by the government to house government workers like garbage men, bus drivers, nurses, doctors, plastic surgeons, chiropractors, everybody that works at everyone that's a public service worker, basically could live in that condominium.
Okay, and so then the hope of owning your own home, aside from living in that condo,
it's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
That's crazy.
So we're at $485 with transport, food, electrical. Okay, so we're at $485. So times 52 divided by 12. $2,101.66 per month to live in a room.
Yeah.
In a room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's not even including that's without any luxury. So that's without being able to buy yourself a coffee a week. Like this doesn't even cover like you know how sometimes it's nice when you work to go out and maybe buy yourself something nice, or go out for a meal with someone. You can't really do that now.
Wow.
Not even just general leisure.
Something you just told me that just sent some serious shivers up my spine. And there's one phrase you just told me there that scared the crap out of me, where you say where you have leisure or you have the luxury of buying a coffee. Oh my God!
I know. Look, Mike. Like the thing is, when I'm 27, okay, and so when I grew up, we used to call it board. You pay board, while you're a working teenager. So I started working when I was 15, and I paid $60 a week to my parents, and things like that. And then it went up to about 80 when I was 20 and I was still working. But then $80 board was nothing because, by that time I was earning about $400 a week. And so $80 board, you'd actually have money to go out and enjoy yourself and kind of still enjoy your youth a little bit. Whereas unfortunately now people who are younger than me, like I've been talking to quite a few 20-year-olds, and they don't have that possibility to do that. They don't have that anymore. The demands are so high for like we just discussed, money and food and things. They literally don't have money to go out, and if they do, it's that's kind of it's very limited. And so now everything goes on rent, basically, more or less. And at the lower end, some of these people are paying like $600 a week for a room. Like that's the higher end.
$600 for a room?
Yeah, for a room. So that's the higher end of it, on the higher spectrum. This is in the capital in Wellington. And so they just I really feel for them because things are always a bit hard, and that's kind of the way life is. But it shouldn't be impossible,
Okay,
you should.
Let's look
you should
up.
Get some free rain. Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's look up cruise ships because I know a few cruise ships like Cardinal cruise ships.
Yeah.
That charge about $500 a week for a room, and it includes room and board. Hold on, $500 a week. I think it's Royal Caribbean. I just saw it advertised. $500 a week. You can stay a whole year if you want.
Yeah.
It might be cheaper to do that. It might be cheaper for a $500 a week room. Here you go. Employee stay. Yeah, here this one's $400 a week. This one's $390 a week here. This one's $340 a week Australian dollars for a nice view of the ocean here. We're right by the ocean, and there's 4 bunks in it too. So you might be better off just eating at the buffet. You might be better off eating at the buffet at the cruise ship, right? And it's cheaper to live on the cruise ship, and maybe even work on the cruise ship. I mean, you might get ahead because the room and board's cheaper.
Yeah.
And you get to see the whole world.
Yeah.
What? Here, there's one here for $700 a week. Wow, that's the Princess Diana room. And it has a deck, and you're on the ship, too. Well, that's nice. Yeah. Wow. So what else is going on down there? I know there's a lot of problems with the housing. Are they starting to put insulation on homes now down there? Or no?
The new criteria being enforced in 2019 is the roof and the floors have to be insulated, but that's it.
Okay.
So now we're having there's always something sort of new popping up, but so New Zealand government passed a bill recently that waived letting fees on properties so that tenants wouldn't have to pay for them. Letting fees, like a letting fee can be anywhere from $200 to $600, and the government's stepped in and waived that. But now what's happening is because the landlords need the money because the rates are so high, the landlords are now charging the tenants more, or they've created something called a rental tax in which they place upon the tenants. That causes that causes a whole bunch of issues for everyone. That this is you probably know more than me. As soon as the government gets involved and policy and language starts getting changed, things get a bit pear-shaped. So it's very interesting to see what happens. We're having a lot of the immigration talk is going on right now. So our Prime Minister has accepted 250 refugees from Myanmar. I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that how you say it? Myanmar?
Myanmar?
I think so.
Isn't that, yeah, okay. Where is Myanmar? I think that's in Africa somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, because I'm not too sure where it is.
And also another, that, I think the place is called Nauru. I don't know its proper pronunciation, but we're taking people from there as well, the ones that the EU wouldn't let in to Europe. So we're taking them. But there's a lot, they're going in on the identity politics, the name and calling and the hate speech. It's all getting disproportionately sort of more amplified, and like most Kiwis can kind of sort of see through it, but at the same time it's sort of starting to poison things, and a lot of people I kind of made a video about this the other day. A lot of people see things for face value, don't pay attention to it, and just go and clutch their pearls without reading into the facts. A good example of that is how the Democrats won the House recently.
Yes.
And so in New Zealand, many people don't understand how the US system works. They don't realise the differences between the Senate and the House, and that things like, say, for example, impeaching Trump, they don't realise that the impeachment bill can be written in the House, but it can only be passed in the Senate. But people don't realise that. They just hear that and they go, impeach Trump, impeach 45. I think that's what Maxine Waters was was saying, and everyone sort of jumps on that. And
half those people are lost causes. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And the other half don't even know if they're tricking or treating.
Nah.
So I mean, it's just, who cares? I know you get a kick out of it, and it's really entertaining. You should get some of this on tape or videotape. Some of these people, because especially, I don't know, that lady. You remember that lady that was at the Stefan Molyneux thing, standing outside talking for all New Zealanders that they're not welcome here with their hate speech and their rhetoric. And remember that lady? Yeah. As a New Zealander, I speak for all New Zealanders when I say that we don't like you here. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, maybe speak for yourself, lady.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really sad. It's really sad. Can I ask a question? Are you paying the garbage? You have to pay garbage every quarter, garbage and water?
Garbage, yes. Water, no.
Okay, so garbage you got to pay every quarter?
Yeah, but that comes out of we have a thing called a utilities tax, so that will come out of, that more or less. We're lucky that we have fresh water. We have fresh springs. There's quite a few fresh water springs under Wellington. That they've been, they want to dredge out the harbour, and so they can export our water, but that's going to result in... It's going
to all go to China.
Yeah. Oh, it already is. I think $4 million... it was about $4 million worth of water got shipped to China the other day from Christchurch.
Yep, and we lost BC. We lost, I think it was just $140 million worth of water was shipped to China this past summer.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's what we need. Wow. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So, anyways, you know what? Keep us on the pulse. What's happening there in New Zealand? Keep your ear to the ground and what's happening. I'd like to have you on the show regularly, so you could give us so you could plug us on what's going on. And I'm gonna put a link to your channel there in the chat section there, so people could subscribe to your channel. And you've been putting up quite a few videos lately, and I've been liking that. So, guys, Field Marshal Marshall, don't forget to check her out on YouTube. She's gonna put a link right now in the description here. I wonder if do I have you as a moderator on my channel? You should.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, just go ahead and leave a link in the comments there.
Yeah.
There she is, Field Marshal Marshall.
So they should be able to click on my channel A just from that.
Yeah, they can click on it, but go ahead and leave a link too if you wanna. Yeah.